I suppose the only thing surprising about being permanently banned from Facebook is that it took so long for it to happen. But yeah, I got permanently banned from Facebook. Unperson. It's such a strange thing. It's a classic Orwellian memory hole thing. I know they're a private company; they can do what they want, but everything they have going back 10 years, pictures, messages, everything gone. Just like a Facebook none person. That's me. But I know that'll make a lot of people happy. But there was nearly 8,000 followers on my page and 5,000 friends, and it's sad for them because we used to have great crack. And I'm sure it's a result of someone reporting something or an accumulation of someone trying to get me off Facebook. And so it happens. It's life. What can you do? Uh, so I just feel bad because we used to have some great crack. We used to have some great, brilliant laughs and times on there. I used to use Facebook not only to spread my own, disseminate my own information and stuff, but also I used to see a lot of darkness in the alternative scene. So I used to always tell jokes and satirical stories to try and, make people's lives a bit better so they wouldn't get completely sucked into the monster. And because that's what the monster wants. It wants you miserable and unhappy all the time. And so I feel it's bad about that because we did have some brilliant crack and some great laughs, but that's life. I still have an Instagram account for some reason. Don't know how much longer that lasts, or even these YouTube channels last. But it happened right after I made a post about the digital gin, and that's anyone knows that followed the Facebook posts I ever made in digital gin. I have an article on my blog called "Are Some of Your Social Media Friends Actually Demons?" And that could not be posted to Facebook. It would not ever let me post it. It would always say you cannot. It's inappropriate content, and there was nothing inappropriate. It was just me talking about the idea of the electromagnetic spectrum having been taken over by an entity of a sort, and this entity then feeding through people. So, for instance, the entity doesn't work solo. The digital gin infects people on social media and makes them insane, bitter, mad, and obsessive, completely obsessive, and because it's feeding off the energy of these supplicants. And I completely believe that now. I've no doubt about that now. That the C333, the one who shall not be named, has actually migrated as the babbler in the abyss onto Facebook. The other day, I had one Facebook friend opening, and I had 4,999. And literally, and I know other people got this, there was a swarm of friend requests that were all pictures of hoes that were obviously fake accounts. But it was so bizarre how many there actually was. And they came in like that, like that. And that's also part of it too, I think, because I've told you stories before that, like, when you get these kind of like these, I thought some of them are Nigerian scammers, but others are not. And you start a conversation with them, and they always say the thing, "Hi, and you go, "Hello, where are you at?" And then you say something like, "How is the weather in Lagos?" And they go, "Where are you at?" Or "Hi." It's a script. It's a complete robot. There's nothing behind there. There's nothing human behind there, and I mean that literally. So I've always known that my work has been on the edge of things. I've never been political. I've been much more interested in the spiritual dimensions of the system. And even my first book on corporate psychopaths and politics, puzzling people, I spoke about the spiritual aspects of that. And I've slowly through the years, because that was always my main interest, brought that on. Now, in recent times, this is really strange. I have been having these weird synchronicities regarding Rosemary Ellen Guiley and her book, The Vengeful Djinn. And it's things have happened, and she comes to me in dreams. Well, one dream she talked to me in. Now, did she get too close to the edge? I mean, I'm not going to speculate on what happened to one poor woman, but this is what you have to understand, that the battle is spiritual. Even when it's technological, the battle is spiritual. You can always tell people who are infected online because they get whipped up into smear campaigns. They get whipped up into obsessive things like that. That's not how normal human beings behave in society. If they behaved like that in the workplace or in their social circle or in their community, they would be made outcasts by their community or the people around them. Their friends would, I don't know this lunatic anymore. But they do it online, and they behave like that online because they're so deeply infused into the digital djinn that their minds are no longer in control of themselves. They are complete automatons under this spell of the digital djinn. And you know it's all true. You've all seen these things. You've all seen people that, like, you would see people with pictures of their wives and kids saying the most awful things about another human being, and yet they seem like such normal people, decent people in real life. That's because the supplicants of the digital djinn feed them. You see, you have two layers. You have the actual beast in the machine, the binary in the binary abyss. You have certain ones who are hyper activated by it, and those hyper activated ones recruit others through this. So it's just like a disease. The primary infects the secondary activator, and then the secondary activator affects the rest. And that's how it happens. And you see it all, we've all seen it. And it is absolutely a spiritual battle. Now, I don't know how much longer I'm like meant for this world. My health is not the best lately. I have this flu that just doesn't go away, and they're running all kinds of tests on me. I'm in good form otherwise. I'm having lots of great times, but I don't, will this all be gone? Will I be wiped out? Gone? And so many people have died lately. So many people I know have died and passed on lately, even young people. It's just bizarre what's happening. And could this be a reset in the world? I don't know. I mean, I have every intention to be around for at least another 25 years, but you don't know what's going to happen. But I might not be around on the internet. This could be next. My YouTube channels could be next. It's the memory hole. It's the Orwellian memory hole. And we always thought it would be a totalitarian entity, a political human entity behind it. But it could very well be, well, I know it is. It's not a human being that's behind it. It's an entity that has absorbed into it. And we're having so many strange things happening now. Suddenly, the mainstream is accepting UFOs, but not talking about them in terms of spacemen from outer space. They're saying, well, maybe it's time we consider them to be something else. Something truly mysterious, this kind of thing. A lot of that strange stuff is going on too. And I saw some videos by Max Egan recently, and I felt really bad for the guy. He's obviously going through an emotional crisis of some kind, and he just doesn't seem all that well. I mean, I'm not putting the guy down. I feel bad for him because I know what it's like when you're in this position, that the beasts of the electromagnetic spectrum come to feed on you, and it can be overwhelming at times. And I hope I wish him the best. I don't think. I mean, I had my falling out with him in the past, but I don't care about that stuff anymore. I'm not even interested. And so it's just I watched those videos and I just felt genuinely bad for the man, and all these assholes on the comments just savaging him, and there's like, where's your human decency? Where's your kindness? And it's like just horrible. But anyway, so I don't think Facebook won't let me call back because it's the way it works. It'll won't allow me to make an account because it uses my facial pictures as a method of knowing it's me making another account, and I only have one mobile phone anyway. So I'm still on Instagram. I'll post that link below, and I'm still on here. And I'll still continue to do my thing, interviews and so on, and I won't stop that way. But all the people who are the 10 years on Facebook, well, that's very sad. I'm gonna really miss you because I do love an awful lot of you, and well, that's life. Take care.